good, family? It's your boy, the Wallstreet Trapper. Welcome to another amazing episode of Trappin Tuesday, man. What am I thinking of? Uh-oh, what's that? I think I messed up. I ain't got no volume here. Hold up, I ain't on, Jose. Let's get us on. Hold on, hold up. My trap house is shut down. Look, let me see. My dog had to put me on, because I'm slipping. I'm slipping, you hear me? I ain't turned my own. There we go. That's why I need Jose. That's why I need a team. That's why I need my people around me. So listen, man, today we got a couple dope things we're gonna talk about tonight. We're gonna talk about the cost of America. Listen, they got some chip acts that's taking place that's gonna fund a lot of money into the game, right? America has been under this chokehold of China. And so when China talked about invading Taiwan, America had to do something real quick, real fast, and real soon. And they came up with what's called the CHIP Act, $52 billion that's gonna go into the American economy. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about Netflix and how it's about to surpass Disney. We're gonna talk about TikTok bringing in $10 billion, bringing in 1 billion users so fast and so quick. I want to also just talk about how this is not the Wall Street of the old. As an investor, it is your goal and it should be your ideology. How do you evolve with the game? How do you become a better investor? And how do you truly build your wealth using this machine? Man, today was an amazing day, man. We're talking about $51,000 today. Now listen, every day won't be like that, but what I want you to learn how to do is be in position and be in position at all times. I get it. You worked hard for that bread. I get it. There's an emotional attachment to the money. I get it. If you lose this money, it affects how you eat, it affects how your kids eat, it affects the clothes, it affects the bills. Get it. Your everyday life is attached to that hard-earned money. What if I told you that maybe you're financially exhausted? What if I told you that maybe you're just putting a little bit too much pressure on that dollar bill and you need a reprieve? Now, the thing I love about the stock market is it is not a get-rich-quick apparatus. I get it. We see people like Warren Buffett having billions of dollars, and then sometimes you tell yourself, I'll never be that, so it doesn't make sense for me to do it. I get it. You see people on Instagram, you see people on TikTok, you see people on YouTube saying how they made hundreds of thousands of dollars and how they became a millionaire and how this and how that. And sometimes somewhere in your brain you simply say, I could never do that. And trust me, I get it. And the reason why I get it is because I solely understand that America, the school system, the education system, the financial system, the church, and nobody ever truly sits down and educates you, the lower class, the middle class, the working class, how to exercise your right to be financially free. It often seems like a dream in most cases. You can look at people who become millionaires and billionaires and you're like, yo, how can I do that? You start questioning yourself, you start asking yourself, what are they doing that I can't do? You get on Instagram, you see the motivational quotes. Consistency, stay committed, trust the process. I get up every morning and I do this. I read every book, I took every course. I get it. I get it. I want you to understand though, that you gotta dig deep within yourself. And through the commitment, through the consistency, it all starts with your, am I worthy of it? It all starts with, do I deserve it? What happens when we turn the could be's and the should be's to a sense of urgency? What happens when we do what's required? And what's required is sometimes more than our best. What happens if you commit to something that's bigger than you? I want us to just take a minute and ask, what is the cost of America? What is the cost of America? What does it cost for us to be poor in America? What does it cost to be wealthy in America? What does it cost to have health insurance in America? What does it cost to not have health insurance in America? What does it cost to have a good education in America? What does it cost not to have a good education in America? Okay, the elephant in this room. What does it cost to be white in America? What does it cost to be black in America? What does it cost to be Latino in America? What does it cost to be Spanish? What does it cost to be an immigrant? What does it cost to be a minority in America? There is a cost to being in America. And the one thing neither one of us has the option to negotiate with is the price. There is a price that every one of us must pay for being a citizen on this land. And so my quote, my philosophy, my thesis, my theory, whatever you want to call it, is how do you pay the price? For me, I simply love getting up, putting money in the stock market, and letting the stock market print the money that I use to pay that cost. Because the cost has to be paid no matter what. And it's a cost that you inadvertently have to pass down to the generations that follow you. And what we do know is, no matter what, the price has to be paid. And it is 100% non-negotiable. So what position do we put the generations that follow us? What positions do we put them in to pay that price? I get it. I'm not the one to say that a good job isn't the thing. I'm not the one to say that. I'm not the one to say that an entrepreneur is the thing. I'm not the one to say that. I'm not the one to say giving your kid a trust fund and they're gonna mess the money up. I'm not the one to say that. My thing is, what are you going to do to put them in position to pay that price? Because it only gets more expensive as we go. Think about it. A house in America in the 70s probably cost about $15,000, $20,000. That would have got you an amazing house. That same house right now probably cost about $500,000 in the same neighborhood. The cost of America. And so each and every week on Trappin Tuesday, our goal is to help you understand how to pay your greedy uncle. That's right, your uncle is greedy. One of the things I love that Jesus said when Nicodemus put Jesus in this peculiar situation, he understood that Jesus was a rebel. He understood that Jesus was a revolutionary. And the thing that Nicodemus said to Jesus was, what do you say to the people about taxes? And Jesus so eloquently said, he looked at the crowd and he said, pay Caesar what Caesar is due. And give God the rest. And it was such an amazing philosophical way that perplexed everybody around. Because on one hand, you had a group of people that was like, I don't want to pay taxes. Taxes have always been a burden to the people, to the greedy government. So Jesus saying, nah, don't pay Caesar would have sent the crowd in an uproar. But yet, it would have put Caesar at his neck. And on the other hand, if he says, pay Caesar without context, then you make Caesar happy and you see the crowd in an uproar. So it's such a brilliant way that Jesus put himself in this position to do the thing that best serves the hierarchy and the people. And so what I am to tell you is, yep, we can complain about taxes, or we can just use the machine that the government has already been using. Scratch that. We can use the machine that the wealthy and the 1%, the 5%, the 10%, whatever you want to call them, we can use the same machine that they will use, no matter your race, no matter your color, no matter your creed, no matter your education, no matter your background. It don't care if you got good credit or bad credit. It don't care if your mama was rich or your dad was rich. It don't care if you come from money or you don't come from money. It don't care if you black or white. It don't care if you Spanish. It don't care if you green. It don't care if you yellow. All it cares is, can you put the money in the machine and make the machine print money? So many people get stuck on race, and I'm not gonna lie, race is a thing. But here's what we do know. We are born in America, and race will always be a thing. It was built, this thing was built on that thing. And guess what? Guess what? Probably in the existence of America, it probably won't go nowhere. It won't. Am I mad at the people who came before me who decided to fight for equality? Hell no. Because what we don't realize is that every inch closer to where you have to go is actually a mile gained. But what I do know and what I do understand is that the brokest person at the table actually has no say-so. Now, you can say money isn't everything, and I won't argue with you on that, but what I do know is in America, money means something. Does money change the color of your skin? Nope. Will money get you in certain rooms? Of course. Will money close some rooms from you? Is money obsolete compared to some rooms? Of course. But here's what I do know. In America, where money is equal to power, I do understand that the person with some money can move some things around. And I do know for a fact that we have a machine that can print money for us every day that the market is open. We have a machine that can buy our freedom, buy our wealth, put us wherever we gotta go at. All we gotta learn how to do is operate the machine consistently. I'm not telling you to quit your job. I'm not telling you to become a full-time entrepreneur. I'm not telling you to become a full-time trader. What I'm saying is, one of the best financial decisions you will ever make is, how much of my money am I gonna use to work for me? It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Welcome to episode 5073, The Cost of America. Let's go, Jose. Ha ha! How we feel tonight, baby? How we feel tonight, baby? How we feel tonight, baby? Jose, how you feel, dog? Jose, how you feel, dog? Oh, my dog was locked in just now. My dog was locked in just now. Man, we got an amazing episode today, Jose. I got a lot of stuff to talk about, man. We got George in the building. How you feeling, George?
Feeling good.
All right. Sean, how you feeling, bro? We got Tootie in the back. Let's shout out for Tootie, man. My dog getting busy, man. Jose in the back. Thank you, Natalie, for the super chat. We appreciate y'all. Listen, man, we're 73 weeks in on this show, man, and I just want to say that we love and appreciate the consistent dedication to learning from us. We don't take that lightly that you give us 3 hours of Tuesday after working a long, hard day. So I try my best. We try our best, not only to give you the best quality information, we try to give you the best quality look. We try to make you laugh, and we try to let you leave here closer to your financial goals. Let's go, man. Twitter, give me a beat for 30 seconds, bro. Let's pick it up for a second. Give me a 30-second, give me that beat that you played before the show came on. And I hollered, Tootie, that's it there, bro. Let me just get that for a second. I feel like it's gonna, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Hey, y'all put in the chat how y'all like this. I like that. Put in the chat, tell me how y'all feel about that. Hey, I was in the back writing. I heard Tootie play that. I said, bruh. All right, Jose, let's shout out the family right quick. Shazam X, I see you. Kiera, I see you. Tim Britton, thank you for the super chat. Jose, I see you, boy. 28 Infinite, I see you. Black Phoenix, I see you. Larry Morgan, I see you. Tori Queen, we see you. Danielle Smith, we see you. Andre Young, we see you. Jermaine Chase, I see you. Tay Frost, I see you. We see him, Jose. Marcus, I see you. I see y'all in the building. Jesse R, I see you. Mike Lowry, I see you. Eric Brown, I see you. Let's put the fire in the chat. Let's give Tootie his props. We gotta start giving our dog his flowers because he be the heartbeat of this thing, man. He be the heartbeat. He keep us going. He keep us flowing. Let's go, man. We see y'all. We see y'all. Put some fire in that chat. We see y'all. Larry Morgan, I see you. Kira Blue, I see you. Natalie, I see you. I see y'all, man. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all each and every week. We love the flavor y'all give us. Tootie, can we pick it up a little bit, the screen a little bit so I can see? Yes, 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 yes. Roxanne, I see you. Yep. Yep, right there, brother. Yep. I love it. Rob Hunter, we see you. Let's get into the show, man. I like it. This one got a good feel to it, Jose. Shout out to the super chat. I see y'all. I can't say your name. Ron, I can't see it, but you just gave me the super chat and I love it, brother. All right, y'all know how we start off each and every week. Yo, the cost of America. Woo! We dug that one out of somewhere, Jose. Man. Again, I just want to say it again, man. I don't know how much to keep telling y'all how much that we are grateful for y'all. 73 episodes in ain't easy. That means we're about 27 episodes from 100, Jose. That's the one I'm going to celebrate. I didn't celebrate the 1 year, but I'm definitely going to celebrate 100. That 100, we're going to dedicate that one to the trappers for sure, man. So let's start off, man. Y'all know how we start off each and every week. Let's start off with our mantra. Let's start that off. Y'all know what we're doing, man. So y'all know, listen, get up, put that hand over that heart, right? Put that hand, look, somebody say, boy, that's a great title. I like it. Let's put the hand over the heart. Y'all know what it is, so let's start it right here, man. I am a certified Wall Street trapper. I'm confident in my ability to make great investments. The stock market is a machine that prints money, and I am more than capable of operating this machine. Not only will I free myself, but my family will eat for a lifetime based on the information I apply today. I'm a money maker and a wealth builder. Today, I break all chains that anchor me to that poverty mindset. My ancestors will smile now because I have turned our last name into an asset. My family's purchasing power will increase indefinitely. Today, I make the declaration that no longer will I be a slave to money. No longer will the generations behind me inherit lack. No longer will I submit to selling my time for money. I am a first-generation millionaire. I am the architect of my family's legacy. I am a certified Wall Street trapper, and Wall Street looks like us now. Let's go, yo. I love it. Hey, I want to know something right quick. New American Dream, we appreciate you for the super chat. I want to know something right quick. If you breaking the chains in your family, I need you to put in the chat, I'm breaking the chains, trap. I need that type of action tonight. It's the cost of America, Jose. It's the cost of America. If you breaking the chains, I want you to put in the chat, I'm breaking the chains, trap. See, one thing we're going to do is we're going to make a declaration, right? We're going to declare, right? Because I want you to understand that if not you, then who? We got the perfect opportunity. We got the perfect economic environment. We got the right education. We got the right information. We got everything in our favor. See, one of the things that we got to do is we have to, watch this, we have to pre-frame the possibilities, Jose. I know Jose was going to laugh at that one. We got to pre-frame the possibilities. Means we got to start looking at the possibilities of the future different than we looked at them in the past. Right? So we got to not be scared of the stock market. We got to embrace the stock market. We can't ask ourselves if we're going to make $1 million. We got to tell ourselves we're going to be the first generation. Like, we're going to stop asking. We're going to stop playing defense, and we got to pivot to offense. So I need you to put in the chat, I'm breaking the chains. And I need you to make that declaration. And I need you to, every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I need you to commit to it, man. We got 1,500 people in the chat. I feel like they're ready tonight. I felt something different about tonight, Jose. I felt something real different about tonight, and what I want y'all to do is, y'all know what we do, man. I want y'all to like. If it's your first time here, welcome. Come have a seat at the table. If you've been here, welcome home. We got some leftovers, right? We got some leftovers. We already know the leftovers, and I'm talking about this next day leftovers, right? This is not 3-day leftovers. This is not 3-day leftovers. This is not 3-day leftovers, Jose. This next day leftover, because that's the best the food gonna be. You feel me? The next day leftovers is the best. First of all, let me shout my daughter mom out right quick, dog. I gotta shout her out right quick, Jose. So we be sending each other food in the Instagram DM, right? So that's one thing we do. Like, her thing is houses. So she be sending me houses, all kind of houses. This is all kind of houses. I like this, I like that. I ain't saying I'm buying a house. I just like, that's her thing. Like, I think all women have their thing. Like, this is nice. You dig? And I know this is the thing that women do too. This is the thing that women do too. Whether you got the money or not, you will see a house and it be like $2 million, and you'll be like, $2 million ain't that bad. Whether they got the money or not, you be like, $2 million ain't. That's nice for $2 million. You feel like whether you got the money or not, you feel it's like that ain't that bad. So she be sending me stuff, man. So one day she sent me something, bro, and this was a nice ass house, right? Nice house, Jose. But the house had so much land. I said, Stan, who gonna cut that grass? I said, Stan, who gonna cut that grass? She said, them churn. She said, them churn gonna cut the grass. So here's why I want to shout her out, man. Yes, so maybe like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, Jose, I sent her this food. It was the gumbo greens. It was the gumbo mustard greens. Now listen, Jose, this don't come from the white side of your family. This don't come from the white side of you. This don't come from the carrot souffle side of you. Right? This don't come from the raisins in the potato salad side of you. This comes from the macaroni and cheese side of you that you don't like. Right? This comes from that side. Because I know a black person on Instagram came up with this. 100%. I know a black person that was playing around on Instagram, one of them food channels, like, yo, this ain't that bad. This might go together. So I sent it to her, because my daughter mama can cook, bro. She can cook. She ain't get them hips for nothing. She got them hips honestly. Them hips honestly was bequeathed upon her. That was, Jose, them hips was honestly bequeathed on her. You feel me? They was bequeathed. So I sent it to her, right? That's my dog, man. So she says, that look good. I said, Stan, you need to try that. Man, she hit me up. Was getting my hair cut. She said, what time you gonna get leave from school today? I said, I'm gonna go get her probably about 5. She's like, all right, cool. She said, you cook? I said, man, no, I ain't cook, man. We got leftovers. She was like, man, I cooked the gumbo greens. I said, you lying? I said, you lying? She said, bring your ass. Bring your ass, get some food. I said, you know what? Yeah. I went and got Stink at 4:30. I went and got Stink at 4:30. You hear me? I said, Stink, your mama cook. Both of us like when her mama cook. She was like, yeah? I said, man, your mama cook, bro. We gonna get that. Man, we get to the crib, bro. Man, as soon as I opened the door, the aroma, Jose. You know on a cartoon, when the thing be doing this, it do that, and then it hit you with the, bro, I opened the door, bro, I was like, I said, yup, it's popping up in this joint. So, I mean, I go over there, bro. Man, me and my daughter, we was on some scavenger stuff. My daughter goes straight to the pot. Mom, what this? I said, man, don't pick the pot up, man. Don't trip me, you hear me? So we sit down, man, and I said, Stink, you guys smelling good up in here, boy. She said, boy, you want the food? I said, man, yeah, I want the food, man. Let's go. So I go she cooked the cornbread with it, Jose. Bruh, the cornbread. Nah, it was the cornbread. Bro, she had the turkey leg, because you know the greens come with the turkey. She got the turkey leg in there with the turkey sausage, with the bay leaves, like it was gumbo, shrimp. I said, ooh. She done put the shrimp broth in there and everything. Cut. I had to close the pot. I was about to start drooling. So I'm like, yup. So she like, man, get out my pot, bro. I'm like, damn, that's cold-blooded, you hear me? She like, man, get out my pot. And like, bro, if you don't know me, our relationship's so cold-blooded, dog. It's so dope, bro. She a blessing to me, I ain't gonna lie. So she fixed the plate, cause she one of them old, old mamas, old aunties, old grandma. Can't nobody fix the plate but her. Get out my pot. So she fixed the plate for my little one, she fixed the plate for me. I get everybody the cornbread, bro. So look, I'm eating that thing. So I'm lying. First, Jose, I got a slice of the cornbread first, because that set the temper, that set the tone for the night. But look what I do. I take the cornbread, and I don't get it myself. I split the cornbread for everybody. I get little man a piece. I say, Seth, you want a piece of cornbread? I get him a piece of cornbread. I give me a piece of cornbread. Look what my daughter gonna say. How you gonna get him a piece and don't get me a piece? I say, you eating sunflower seeds, but I got a piece for you. She eating the we hungry. She eat the sunflower seeds. I say, boom. So now everybody got the cornbread. Bro, the cornbread tastes like cake. She set the tone. I said, ooh. I said, Jose, this is gonna be one of them ones. Bro, when she come with the plate, I'm right here, my daughter right here, little man right there, her other daughter right there. We sitting there like this. Look. I said, all right, look. We ready, cuz. Bro, she put the plate down, bro. That shit hit me. I said, ooh. I had to make that noise, cuz. I said, ooh. It was an intimate moment. Bro, I did it old-fashioned. Now, all my people from the South know how this go. You can't just eat the corn. You gotta mix it. You gotta mix it. Cuz I mixed it. Bro, I mixed it and hit it. I said, it's on. Bro, me, him, everybody in the house 8 seconds. Man, I went home with that itis, Jose. I went home like this, look. That shit good. Anyway, let's get to it, man. That was my story time of trap, y'all. That was my story time of trap, Jose. Me and my gumbo greens. And she told me they had leftovers. I definitely didn't. Now, I'm not gonna lie. You gotta know how to cook do gumbo greens. But shout out to my daughter mama for doing the gumbo greens. That was a meal. That was a hearty meal right there, cuz. That was a hearty meal. I ain't gonna even lie to you. But definitely, man, I always shout my daughter mom out. Never shot away at shouting her out, man, because she is a blessing. Not even in disguise. All right, let's go a little further, man. Let's start off, Tootie. Let's start off, man. Boop. All right, so we had all three sectors was up today. Let's get into it, man. I know my young boy just sent me that, and I don't know where that thing went at either. Huh? Look at what? Man, I don't know where. They probably went somewhere else, man. Oh, there we go. All right, so let's get into it. So the S&P was up today. Listen, we had a $51,000 day today. And they don't come often. I'm not going to say they don't come often, but they come every now and then. I'm consistent, but that was a big day today. So we'll talk about it. So today, the S&P was led by Alaskan Air, Linde PLC. We're going to talk about that. Broadcom, ring up the check for Broadcom. You got to ring up the check for Broadcom. All my Patreon members, where y'all's at? All my Patreon members, let's ring up the check for Broadcom. Because I remember we had the silent hater who was saying, telling people you wrong about the Broadcom. I said, I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. And guess what happened? Bring up the Broadcom play. All right, next we got the NASDAQ. We're going to talk about that today. The NASDAQ was up today, right? The NASDAQ was up today, led by C4 Technologies. God dang. That thing did 98% today? C4 Technologies. Oh, that's crazy. All right, then we got the Dow Jones. The Dow Jones today, led by Salesforce, American Express, Visa, JP Morgan, and Nike. Today was a good day. Let's go a little further. The Fear and Greed Index, we approaching that. We in the middle of that greed. I'm not mad, but now if we get to that 75, I'm gonna pull back a little. So I had to call my Patreon members the other day, and I'm not gonna lie, I did tell them that I'm not as enticed to make a play right now in the market over the last 3 weeks. I haven't made a play in probably about 2.5, 3 weeks. And the reason behind that was simple. We came off a hot December, which put us 5 weeks to the good. And then we had a huge sell-off. Why do we have a sell-off trap? Well, we had a sell-off. Why? Because after 5 straight weeks of wins, the market has to sell off. And the market has to sell off for a simple fact that investors want to take profits after a 5-week win. The downside to that is once you see one person take profit, it becomes a domino effect, and everybody starts to take profit, and I didn't know how that was going to fall. Then after that fell, okay, well, trap, if it usually falls like that, isn't that a great time to buy? 100% it's a great time to buy. But I knew right after that, we was gonna go into what? Probably quiet winching, which was probably another 1.5 weeks away. I also knew that the first week of December was kind of bad. My thesis is holding up, Jose. I put out a thesis a couple weeks ago and I said the first week of December is always kind of a rough week. And then after that, the market kind of does a good run. Go into the Santa Claus rally about December 23rd. We talked about that. But also we can't forget that the third week of December is what? Quad winching. Right? So what is quad winching? Well, that is when the market is doing what? Rebalancing itself. That's when all your option trades and all of that's going off. Right? But also at the same time, what are we going into? Tax loss harvesting. So we know what? Some winners are going to be sold too. So because of all those different things going on at one time, Jose, I chose to just let whatever I had run. I let it do whatever it was going to do. And if I didn't see nothing different, I say, okay, well, I'll get back in January. So that was kind of my idea because I had some people in the Patreon that just asked me like, Trap, where the next play at? Where the next play at? And I know that people, my older people in the Patreon, they know like, don't ask Trap when the next play is. Because when he do put plays in, we gonna bang out. All my Patreon members, let me see y'all, let me see y'all, let me see y'all, let me see y'all. In the Patreon, if you've been hitting, if you've been going crazy, that's what we've been doing. We have lost some plays, but I can promise you our win-loss ratio is probably like for every 4 or 5 plays we do, we probably lose one. And I'm okay with that because my goal, Jose, is not to be undefeated. My goal is to win championships. Anytime I get that, how does Jose? I know that was a banger. I know that was a banger. My goal is not to go undefeated. My goal is to win championships. And winning championships in this game is how we build wealth consistently over the long term. That's what this game is about for me. Will I have losers? 100%, yo. I embrace them. I walk toward them. The dope part about my Patreon group is I don't run from it. Like, I'm not the person to go quiet when I hit a loss. If anything, when we get a loss, I get in their face. Shout out to my people in Trappin Anonymous. We had a phenomenal call this week in Trappin Anonymous, Jose. I got to give her a shout out. Miss Kim Turner. She definitely just took Trappin Anonymous to another level this week. So every Sunday we do is called Live from the Kitchen. That's when maybe 2 or 3 trappers. Shout out to Lieutenant Casey. He's been doing an amazing job at constructing these Live from the Kitchens each and every week. And one of the things she did on her call, she was presenting a company, Tyler Technologies, is a company I put in the Patreon, I think, a while back, Trappin Anonymous. She actually brung on the CEO of one of the companies that it bought. And when I say it really put me in another, I was in awe. I was in all the information that he dropped, but I was also in awe because it let me know that I was in the right field when I put it in there for the team. And she killed that presentation. Not only did she kill the presentation, she killed the interview. And that was amazing. It definitely took us to another level. And now it's making me think like, okay, I need to start finding, I feel like I got it in me to bring CEOs on, right? I can feel like I can hold that. So she definitely, I gotta give Miss Kim her shout out for that, because that was amazing. If you in Trappin Anonymous, I put that replay in there. And lastly, Jose, I gotta give a shout out to my guy, Zay. Last week we was talking about the S&P. Zay, I don't know if you're in the chat, but it was a misprint on my part. So I put on my notes. We had already talked about December being the second best month, but then I said that December was the pre-election year. It was supposed to be 2.9%, and we had 12. My data said, my research said 2.9, but where the mix-up came in, I said the mix-up in it was 2 times we had a 9% rally in that pre-election year. So it kind of, I think I just put too much in the data at one time and we just got it mixed up. But I told Zay, I hit Zay on Twitter and I told him, I said, say, bro, you was right. We had the same idea of December being a second great month, but the pre-election year, it was 2.9. And I told Zay on Twitter he was right, that it was a mistypo on me, but I also want to tell him in front of our financial congregation that he was right. You know, and it was a misprint on me. Shout out my guy Zay. He saying, Trap, you sure that? And he ain't saying nothing. He was like, Trap, you sure it ain't 2.9? And I was like, nah, Zay, it's 12. But in my mind, I was like, damn, 12 is a lot. I don't remember writing that, you know what I'm saying? But so I definitely got to give my guy that. I'm definitely not in the space where I can't be corrected. So I definitely want to shout out my guy Zay. He like, Trap, you sure it ain't 2.9? He said it in the chat. I doubled down on my 12.9. I went and looked at my data that night. I was like, damn, hold up. God damn it. It is 2.9. So shout out to Zay. I'm really good. I'm ready to put that up. All right, let's go a little further. All right, so here's our heat check for the day. Listen, man, Microsoft up 8.0 almost 1%. Amazon up 1%. Visa, I've been shocked at how the financials really been doing. The financial sector has really been, I think the thing about the financial sector is this. And here's what I was thinking about today. We saw the market make a pivot early this year. And the pivot that the market made was this and truly this. Early in the year, we had a financial scare with the small banks collapsing. going bankruptcy, regional banks. We saw that. Then we saw Silicon Valley Bank. We saw like 3 more banks just go back to back to back. And then after that, the one thing that pivoted after that was the fact that NVIDIA and AI introduced a new story to the market. I want y'all to pay attention to this. This is real important. And this shows us how the right story can put the market in a different perspective. So watch this. The market started off really good coming into the new year. And then we had the regional banking crisis, where we had the bank failures. And what that did was it put the market in this panic mode. So the market goes into this panic mode, people talking about doing bank runs, we have these things go up, and then what happens? The market gets scared. The next story that comes out right behind that is what? NVIDIA and AI. It sends the market on a 2-month tear. NVIDIA goes crazy, AI goes crazy, it lifts the entire tech sector through the roof, right? Through the roof. In that, watch this, we get another story. What's that story that we get? Ukraine and Russia, we get that story. That story is in the play already, but then it boosts. Then from that story, what do we get? Inflation, interest rates. That becomes the next story. So now we battling that. The market don't really know what to do, but we got to underline a story that's really, really strong. And what is that story? AI. Because now every company now is saying AI, 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 AI. But then not only is the company saying that, the companies now start to do what? They start to pivot for profit. Well, that's good, Jose. They start to pivot for profit. What do they start doing? Companies start doing what? Laying people off massively. Why? Because the first way to increase the bottom line is to do what? Get rid of some of the overhead. So now what we get is, we don't get an earnings recession. Instead of us getting an earnings recession, what do we get from the earnings recession? We get companies that start to lay people off. When companies start to lay people off, what happens? Earnings start to come across really good. It looked like the companies are in great profitable standings. We still got the AI push. Now every company that mentions AI gets a run. So we get that from the middle of the year. Boom. Then what happens? We get not Russia, Ukraine. We get this last war with is I saying it right? Gaza, Palestine. We get that. Right? Israel, Palestine, we get that going. Boom. That plus you get the 10-year now pushing 5%, 4%, 5%. You get that. Now that sends the market where? You get that September, October, puts us in a delicate state. Then out of that, you get the Fed starts to say, you know what? We don't have to cut no more. We don't have to hike no more. So then you get the hike. You get the hike stoppage, which now does what? Release the pressure valve. Once it starts to release the pressure valve, guess what? The Ukraine-Russia story dies down a little bit. The Israel-Gaza is still in the air. We're still dealing with it. But then what happens is America is a what? We just got to keep it real. America's about money. So now you get America with money. You get that interest rates coming down. You get that inflation coming down. America now gets under a new story. When America starts to get under a new story, we see the market start to rally a little bit. Why? Because the market wants to rally. The market wants to find a reason to do good. So then what happens? The market gets that 5-week run. Now we start hearing what? What do we start hearing now? We start hearing inflation going down. We start hearing soft landing, soft landing, soft landing, soft landing. What I'm doing right now is I'm walking you through the different stories that you are hearing during the market, and I'm helping you understand how the stories in the market help the market navigate. Your goal is to understand what is the story being told and how does it affect your actual investing philosophy for the year. So now, where are we right now? Well, Trap, we've pivoted a little bit. What's going on, Trap? Well, We got the VIX at about 11 or 12. We got the 10-year at about 4.1. We get holidays, November bounce back, Santa Claus rally, tax loss harvesting. You got Jerome Powell's going to talk tomorrow. He's probably going to say there's no more rate hikes. They're saying there's going to be a rate cut probably somewhere mid-2024. We probably get the January effect. We'll talk about that a little bit, probably next week or something. Now you have a different story in the market. So all I want us to understand is, as an investor, your goal is not so much as to pay attention to stock prices. For me personally, my goal is to understand the stories that are being told. And as the stories are being told, I can kind of understand where am I going in the market. Jose, that was good, bro. I think that was real good. All right, let's go a little further to it. All right, let's look at our heat check. As you can see, our heat check is at 0.99, almost 1%. Look at the calls and puts. We got 3.5 million calls, 3.5 million puts. Not that big of an edge. So it tells you there's an underlying fear somewhere. We just haven't figured out what it is. So we'll just keep going a little further. As we're speaking today, every index today, or all three indices today, because we speak in plural, hit 52-week highs at some point during the day. Jose, what was my thesis? My thesis was what? Under 47? Under 46. My thesis. Under 46, but above 42. So that put me in that range. So let's go. All right, let's go a little further. So what I want us to understand too is if you understand, the goal for you as an investor is not to truly panic, but your goal is to understand what is the story being told. And the thing about that is the headlines don't always tell us the story. It's kind of like how are different industries being affected by the headlines, but what are the headlines not saying? So that's the thing. So today we had airline stocks soaring today. Check this out, Alaska Air. We put it up today. It was one of our high flyers today. Alaska Air, Southwest Airlines, American Airlines. Listen, the airlines went crazy today. Now, here's what I want to understand. The reason why the airlines are going crazy, why? Got a holiday coming up. We got to understand the stories that's being told. Holiday is coming up. Holiday travel's coming up. So what do you got? You got your airlines gonna go up. Why? When is the best peak season for travel? Thanksgiving to Christmas. Thanksgiving to Christmas. So you see your airlines running today. Well, Trap, are you gonna invest in airlines? Y'all know that ain't about that. Y'all know I stay away from the god doggone airlines. Y'all know I stay away from the airlines. And chat, almost 2,000 people. All I see is 31 likes, was it? You gotta refresh it. I'm about to say, we gotta get these lights up, man. Also, take a minute, man, and share this out. We would love that. We would love for y'all to share this out. Jose, I got an idea that I wanna do, Jose. I kind of ran it by you, bro. I wanna know in the chat right quick how y'all feel about this. I wanna know how y'all feel about this. I wanna do something called Trappers, what do we call it? The dividend? Trappers dividend? Trappers dividend. So here's the one thing we wanna do. We think about something. What we're thinking about doing is, I'm gonna start an account with $2,000, maybe $2,500. And what I told Jose and Tootie, what we talked about was, shout out to my guy Zay, man. I appreciate you so much, brother. We definitely gonna talk about that S&P 500 going to 5,000. We definitely gonna talk about that. I wanna talk about something I wanna do with the team. So what we wanna do is we wanna give back to the channel, because we appreciate y'all locking in with us. And we just find different ways to lock in. So one of the things we want to do is this. We're going to call it Trappers Dividend. So we're going to put $2,500 in the account. And what we're going to do is every episode, we're going to tally how much we get in Super Chats. The next episode, we're going to say how much we got in the Super Chat. At the end of the month, we're going to take all the Super Chat money and put it in the account. We're going to put the money in the account. And then what we're going to do is we're going to document it. That's the word, right, Jose? Document it, film it, and do an option play with it. Right? We're going to do an option play with it. And then we're going to document that and use that as well, I'll talk about why I did the play, what I did, yada, 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 yada. It's not going to be talked about on Trappin Tuesdays. It's only going to be talked about on that. But then what we're going to do is, after we get so far in the play, we're going to take half of the proceeds or a portion of the proceeds from every play and just give it away as super chats and give it away as cash apps to the audience. Jose said he was with it. Steve said he was with it. Brandon said he was with it. I want to know how y'all feel about that. I want to know how y'all feel about that. So one day we'll come in and we'll put it out there like, yo, this is what we doing. Now, it may lose some. It may win. We don't care. Our way is we say, you know what we're going to do is we're going to just document it. And we'll document it, and then, we're not going to even talk about it on Trappin Tuesdays. We'll post a video once a week on the show, and then all y'all know is 1 week we're going to come up and be like, yo, drop y'all cash apps. And we'll probably give 7, 8 people, just the thing. And we feel like that's our way to give back to the people on our channel. For the people that's rocking with us, the people that love us, the people that have been, rocking with us. So we're going to do that. Now, here's the thing, Jose. I don't think we should show the play, though. And the reason why I don't want to actually show the play, because I think that takes away from what we doing in the Patreon. You feel me? So I think we'll just show the percentages that we up. We'll probably put blur the play out, the actual play. Get Steve to blur the actual play out, because I don't want that. I don't want that to interfere with what we doing in the Patreon.
I think we should give it to the people who put in.
Well, we can't do that because everybody because remember, I'm putting my money in. I'm putting my money in. You know what I'm saying? So the people who put the super chats in, they just love what we putting out. So we love that. We love the people that's putting the super chats in. So I think that'd be a dope way to just, we ain't giving away we ain't giving away $1,000. We might give away $50 to 10 people, and you know what I'm saying? And I think that's a way to, you know what I think that's gonna do? I think people gonna rock with the super chat to help it build it up. You know what I'm saying? But it's showing that we giving back to our people, man. So anyway, let's go a little further, Tootie. Thank you for that. All right, watch this, y'all. So this was crazy. So, this is gonna be dope. So, Bay is Bay. So watch this. The CHIPS Act about to boom. Bay Systems become the first supercomputer chip company that will receive $35 million, Jose. They're gonna receive $35 million under the CHIPS Act that Joe Biden, I will say this was real good. So Joe Biden pledged to give away about $52 billion, right? $52 billion for the development of and manufacture chip companies here in America. Now, here's what I think what happens right here. Right? Here's what I think that happened right here. So, remember when China said, we're not attacking Taiwan, we just got these ships sitting there just in case. Kind of like pulling a gun on somebody, saying, I'm not gonna shoot you, I'm just testing my aim. So we'll see how this look when I pull the trigger. Well, America at that point understood, listen, you know what? If China takes Taiwan, then that puts us in a pickle. Because Taiwan represents 70% of the chips made in the world. So, if China gets hold to that, if China takes Taiwan and China gets hold to that, it's just a game changer. So America's like, you know what? We can't be a part of that. We got to get out of family business. The one thing I'm all for is getting out of family business. Here's why. Family gonna stick together. So if China decide they want to fight Taiwan, that ain't none of our business. But it's our business because they got the chips right now. So America like, you know what? We got to come up with this CHIPS Act, and we got to create these chips that's going to be made in America. So here's what happened. You got states like Ohio, Arizona, and New York are now bidding for the opportunity to create those chip plants in their state. Now, New York just invested $10 billion for the chip restructuring, and they are going to invest another $1 billion to buy. Watch this, I'm about to give y'all the alley-oop. They're going to invest $1 billion to buy the equipment from who? ASML. Why? Because you need ASML because they make the equipment to make the chip. Come on. God damn. So ASML is a company that makes the equipment that you need to make the chips. Okay, let me say this again. I don't know who need to hear this. I don't know who paying attention. I don't know who not paying attention. Listen. Let me get this close up in right quick. I need to get this real close right quick because I need y'all to pay attention to what I'm saying right quick. I need you to pay attention to what I'm about to say right quick. Right? I need you to pay attention to what I'm about to say right quick. I can't tell you what to do, but I want you to pay attention to me. And I want you to pay attention to me. I want you to listen to this like you ain't never listened to nothing else. All right, watch this. In order to make a chip, you need certain equipment. The leading company that makes that equipment is a company by the name of ASML. Okay, let me say it again. The leading company that makes the equipment is ASML. So in order to make chips, you got to get the chips made through ASML. So if America is investing $52 billion in getting chips made in America, you got a company like Micron saying we're going to invest $100 billion in getting the chips made over here in America. And then you got states like Ohio, Arizona, and New York saying, guess what? We want those chip factories made here. Do you think those are going to be the only factories that's going to be made in America? And let me double down on that. If you got companies like Ohio, Arizona, and New York getting the factories made, then they also got to go through what? ASML. To do what? Buy the equipment to make the chips. So all I'm saying is there's a company by the name of ASML that is needed to make chips. So somebody in the comments said, Trap, ASML is $720. All right, all I'm gonna tell you is this. If a company is gonna be the leading company that makes the chips that's gonna lead the world, how many times will that $720 become $720? That's all I want you to know. What I've learned on my journey is this. People may know the price of everything, but know the value of nothing. To be a great investor in this game, the stock price will always fool you out of finding value. Now, am I telling you to buy right now? I'm not telling you to do nothing right now. All I'm saying is there's a company by the name of ASML that is extremely imperative to making semiconductors in the world. You do what you want to do with that information. You do what you want. You do what you want to do with that information. I can only do so much for you, and then after that, you legally just do what you. Now listen, don't say Trap told you do nothing, because Trap ain't tell you to do that. Trap just told you that there's a company that by the name of ASML that'll be needed to make chips. Go a little further to it. All right, so watch this. This is important for y'all to see. The NASDAQ is recalibrating the scale. Listen, one of the things This is happening, right? Every year there's stocks that gotta go. You ain't weighing up. So, stocks that's being removed. Lucid. They're being removed. Meaning you're not even much about to be in the doggone NASDAQ. Right? One of my favorite quotes in the world is, you ain't gotta go, but you gotta get the hell out of here. Why you ask that? Yeah, there's only a certain amount of companies that can be in there. It's called the NASDAQ 100. So guess what? Lucid, Zoom, eBay, Enphase Energy, Align Technology, and JD.com. I got this for y'all.
Dog. Let me out.
But for the people that's coming, MongoDB, DoorDash, Splunk, Roper, Coca-Cola Europe, and CDW Comma, I got something for y'all.
That boy is good.
You feel me? You know why? Because they all belong. Listen, if you're not holding your weight, you gotta get removed. If you're not holding your weight, you gotta get removed. Now, here's what I want people to remember. About 2021, when I was talking about fintech, right? Now, I'll say that PayPal ain't work out the way I wanted. But one of the companies I did talk about on that thing was MongoDB. Because it's a machine learning company. And machine learning is imperative to fintech. This company has been going crazy ever since then. MongoDB is a company that's been going crazy. Let's go a little further, Tudor. All right, so here my dog Zay talked about it. We talked about the road to the S&P, the road to the S&P 500 going to 5,000. So yesterday's close was 46.22. So here's the outlook on that, right? December 23, they guessing we're going to be at 45.93. That's what they thought. That's what they thinking. The thing about that is that forecast now puts us at, that forecast now says, okay, if we go from that, then we'll go to 46.96 by 2024, and they're saying we will close at 50.83. I think they're wrong. They saying we'll reach 5,000 by December 2025. If they think we're going to reach 5,000 by 2025, then that's telling me that they think that next year we will have a sideways market. Which means we may get a soft landing this year, but that means next year we can go sideways. Now, a sideways market isn't bad. We think about the reason why they think we're going to go sideways, right? They're saying they're going to have rate cuts next year. And we cannot deny the fact that consumer data is bad. So one of the things we had today was we had an idea to be able to look at the data. Now, what I will say is the data came in kind of horrible when we look at the things that are necessary for us as Americans to survive. Now, we talking about gas, we talking about gas, we talking about food, we talking about restaurants, we talking about so much. I'm trying to find this thing that I had in my phone. I took the pictures, man. You know how stuff just don't want to show up sometimes? And it show up when you don't, when you want it to show up, it show up. And then when you don't want it to show up, it don't show up. All right, so let's talk about this consumer index, right? So it came up today. Rent, inflation. Let's talk about inflation for CPI. Rent was plus 6.9%. Restaurant was plus 5.3%. Personal care, 5.2%. Alcohol, 2.9%. Recreation, 2.9%. Groceries, 1.7%. New vehicles, 1.7%. Clothes, 1.1%. Used cars was down 3.89%. Gas was down minus 8.9%, and airlines was down 12.1%. So everything was higher except for used cars, gas, and travel. Used cars, gas, and travel. Let's go a little further to it. All right, again, so they asked him today, on the road to the recession, what will stocks look like? So, on the road to 5,000, here's what they said. 91% said if there was a recession, stocks right now would be overpriced. 3% said stocks will be correctly priced, and 3% said that stocks are underpriced. So that means most people saying that stocks are overpriced. Here's what I'll say. The market is truly never correctly priced. In my mind. The market is never truly correctly priced because there's always somebody being greedy. So I think it's on you. I think it's imperative for you and me as investors to figure out ways to find valuations that fit exactly what we are attempting to do. Zay said, damn. Yeah, Zay, like 91% of the people saying, like, even if we had a recession, the market still is high. Here's what I've learned about that. Let me put my 2 cents on that. It's always the people that miss the runs that always want the market to crash. It's always the people that miss the run that want the market to crash. It's never the people that say, like when you get somebody like me, for instance, I love when the market running. Why? Because I'm making money, I can reposition myself, I can do so many things. But I'm not mad when the market goes in correction territory. Why? Because the money I made now puts me in position to do what? Buy the stocks that I love anyway. You feel me? So I'm not tripping. But it's always the people that miss the run. The market gonna crash. Why the market gonna crash? Like, think about this. This year, so many people saying, the market gonna crash, the market gonna crash, the market gonna crash. I say, bruh, listen to me well. Go just look at history. Through history of like 70 years, there's only been about 4 times where the market gave us double back-to-back down markets. So do we got that research? Because I remember we did it when we had back-to-back negative years. I think it was 2000, I think it was 08, 09, I think it was 2001, 2002, and I think it was 87, 97, and damn. Some of them years, right? And so I'm like, bruh, we was just down last year. The S&P was down 13%. The NASDAQ was down 33%. How much more crashing you want? How much more market down you want? You missed all that? So you tell me you missed the whole 2022 when the market was down. You ain't participating in none of that. You kept saying it's gonna go lower. That's what it was. I got it, Jose. They were the ones that kept saying it's gonna go lower. And what happened was, while they were saying it was gonna go lower, they came into December 2022 and the market just said, shoo. Buy Cletus. It said buy Cletus. So my thing to that is, did you miss the negative 33% in tech last year? Oh, you missed Amazon at $89. That's what happened. You missed Nvidia at $100 and something. That's what it was. You missed Google at $99. You missed Apple at, I think it was 102 or something. You missed that. So now you want the market to crash. You want the market to crash now. But the reason why you want the market to crash, because, bro, I had a thing damn, I should have gave this to Steve. Damn, it was a don't be this guy. It was a don't be this guy. And it got don't be this guy. In 2010, this is it. 2012, this is it. 2016, it's only down from here. 2018, now's the time. 2020, this is it, y'all. 2021, I told y'all so. 2022, it's only down from here. Don't be this guy. Don't be this guy. Guess who the guy is? Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki, who we've later found out has more debt than actual cash and assets. So the same person that wrote us about, the same person that told us about Rich Dad, Poor Dad, what dad is he living like? The same person that told us, the same person that wrote us, look, Music 703 got it. He said, sound like Robert Kiyosaki. Listen, the same person that told us about Rich Dad, Poor Dad, we later found out that he had more debt than actual wealth. So my question is, I'm not judging nobody, right? But all I'm gonna say is this. Robert, did you get rich off of them goddamn books? Robert, did you get rich off us on them goddamn books? Because you done wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad 8 different times and gave it 8 different titles, bro. It's the same book. It's the same book. It's the same book. I bought Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and then I bought Why the Rich Stay Wealthy, and it's the same. I said, it's the same book. And then I bought Who Stole My Pension? It's the same book. I said, it's the same book. And then I bought How to Raise Wealthy Children. I said, bro, this is the same book. Then I bought the book Fake. I said, bro, this is fake because this is the same book. I said, goddamn, Cletus done got me again. Jose, I said, you know, I think because I keep expecting something. He's a great marketer. He's a great marketer. Because we bought into, so I will say this though, Jose, he was light years ahead of everybody else. And so here's what happens. We start, because we know he was light years ahead, bro, when he gave us the rich quadrants, we was blown away. I was like, oh, this is the best thing since sliced bread. When he gave us cash flow quadrant, when he said you got to go from this thing, you got to go from the S to the I said, bro, this is brilliant. And the man then recycled that stuff on us for 12, 20 years. Take that. Anyway, moving on, Tootie. Somebody said, Chap, you done re-rocked that thing on us. Man, Robert done hit us with a shit. Him and Kim done lived their life. Look, it's so good. He keep writing the same book and he be going tour with the book. He done gave us a board game about the book. I'm not gonna lie. If that ain't maximizing the strategy, I ain't mad at it either. The thing about that strategy is this though, you can't do it today. You can't do it today. He grandfathered in. All right, let's go a little further. Right here. So watch this. Hold up, wait a minute. Slow down on the EV. So watch this, man. They had some 4,000 dealerships. Now listen to this, y'all. This was good. 4,000 dealerships wrote a petition. And the petition said that America needs to pump the brakes on EVs because it's challenging for the everyday citizen to adapt to buying EV cars. They said because the average EV is what the average American person makes in a year's salary. They say also it'd be challenging for the average person to not only have the EV, but also to have the charging stations and everything else that is required of the EV companies. Now, I wrote something down that I really liked, and it was amazing to me because what happened, what I didn't realize was, not only is it challenging, but we did a little back research and it said that the hybrid may be a better idea for people because if you get the hybrid, it now still allows you to get gas and then work your way up to having the EV. Now, the dope part about having the EV is everybody understands the idea of having the EV, but then being able to go from EV to going from gas to EV, because everybody wants what? What's it called? Global warming, emission control. We understand that, right? The glaciers is glaciering. The glaciers is glaciering, y'all, right? Now, Jose, I'm about to throw a monkey wrench in the game. agriculture does more harm to the atmosphere than cars. The CO2 gas that comes from cows does more harm to the air than a car. Man. But all I'm saying is, if the cows are called, now here's the dope part about this. But nobody ever talks about agriculture. Jose, nobody ever talks about agriculture. Nobody ever talks about cows, and they don't mess with them. That's why I'm going to get in the cow business. No, yeah, food, leather, cow tongue, all that. No bull riding. Man, you tripping, Jose. The rodeo is a thing, bruh. Man, why Jose laughing at me, man? Bull riding. So, but the cows actually do more harm. Well, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna change this. The cow CO2 gases actually do more harm to the atmosphere than an 18-wheeler. So why nobody don't never go after the agriculture business, Jose? Money. Let me say this to y'all too, man. Why y'all put me on Yellowstone like that? I'm trying to tell y'all, the people don't put me on Yellowstone. Bro, Yellowstone? Jose, I think that, so Billions is my number one. No, let me go back. The Wire is my number one. Billions is my number two. Not gonna lie, bro. Yellowstone, I'm gonna tell you why. Can I explain? I'm not saying that Power isn't amazing, but I think it was an upgraded version of The Wire. Right? I think it was an upgraded. Now, let me say this. 50 cold-blooded. Right? 50 cold-blooded. He found a loophole in the game. But I've seen, think about it. Stringer Bell tried to go legit from selling dope. That was the beef between him and Avon Barksdale, right? So we look at Power, what happened? We look at what? Ghost trying to go legit. Now, I'm not saying Power not good. I'm just saying from a personal perspective, I'm saying when I look at series, I don't look at a lot of them. Because when I look at them, I got to look at them. Now, do I watch Power? Yep. Did I watch Force? Do I watch Raising Cain? Watch it all. I watch it because I support the brother. Watch this. The Wire, I'm about to put some up here that you don't know about, though, Jose. I'm about to put two up here that you ain't really on. Ozark. I'm about to give you one that I know you ain't on, though. Boardwalk Empire. Trying to tell you, boy. I'm trying to tell you, boy. Woo! Nigga, I'm trying to tell you. Damn, drop the baking soda. Damn, drop the bacon. I gotta get the baking soda. You can't cook shit without the baking soda. We need some more. We'll start gluing them bitches together. Right? Listen, Jose, I'm telling you. The Wire, Billions, I'm going to get number 3 a tie between Yellowstone and Power. I'm going to go a hard Ozark, And I'm gonna go a hard bulwark empire, Jose. They don't like what? Man, I was feeling bulwark. It's a classic. It ain't get the play it's supposed to get. Now, I'm going to tell you one that was going to be good, but they cut it short. It was called Underground. They cut it short. It was too real. It was too real. It was too gangster. So that's my 5, Jose. The Wire, Billions, I'm going to tie Yellowstone, and I'm only on the 2nd season. I ain't worried about them. You know why they voted? I'm going to tell you why they voted power number 1. No, I'm going to tell you why they voted power number 1. Because it fits the description of what we used to. It fits the description of what we used to. What we used to. Dope dealing, murder, drugs. It's what we used to. That's the shit that all 50 did. And I'm not saying like it was easy, but he had a great idea of what we used to. Murder, drugs, gangster shit. We love that. You can get us every time with that. Why is Billions so good? Because it breaks the mold. And I'm not taking them from nobody. You got to be able to think different. I'm not taking none from nobody. You got to be willing to think different. You got to be able to say, this don't got murder in it, but this how America move. This how the stock market move. This how the wealthy people move. This what me and Keys were talking about, the oats and the codes. This different. So you got to be able to sit down and think, damn, I'm not going to see no murder. I'm not going to see no drugs. Man, I ain't about to watch that. But for somebody who understands power structure, you looking at this like, if I had to put it on levels, the people on Billions control the people on power. If I had to put it on levels, right? That's how that will go. Right? And so when you think about Yellowstone, now you thinking how America got started. You talking about, and I told George this when we were talking about it, when I think power, when I think Billions, I think white people behind money. When I think Yellowstone, I'm thinking white people controlling land. Because it ain't about money on there. It's about a white man who got 300,000 acres of land, who fighting the Indians who probably his part of him stole the land from and got it for dirt cheap. Yep, the Native Americans, I'm sorry. The Native Americans, I don't want to say that wrong. The Native Americans, and they got their culture. They like, bruh, y'all took this land from us. Y'all got us on this reservation. We want our land back. And so now you got one Native American who learning how to play the political game so he can take this land from this white dude who only thinking casino and you know why I'm not gonna say snowfall? Because it fit the description of what we like. Dope, drugs, gangster shit. I lived that shit already. That's what I'm saying. So see what I'm saying? Why is power so good? Why is snowfall so good? Because it falls into the category of The Wire. The Wire was the first shit that gave us that, ooh. But what did The Wire fall into? Menace to Society, Boys in the Hood. What are we attracted to? Dope, drugs, gangster, killing. So you gotta be willing to break the mold. You gotta register your mind somewhere different to watch a Billions, to watch a Yellowstone, to watch a Bulwark Empire. You gotta be able to change your mindset. And I'm not taking them from nobody, but for me, because I saw the game different, I'm like, ooh, this was more about how to play chess than checkers. All right, let's go a little further. Go a little further, dog. My bad, y'all. No love for clean energy. So, Jose, watch this. We just talked about the EVs, but watch this. Investors are dumping money, not in a good way, in a bad way, out of clean energy stocks. They don't believe in it. We talking about TAN and we talking about this other ICLN. They lost 188 million. Money came out of it, and 1.06 billion that they took out of these clean energy ETFs. They just like, nah, we not with it. So why is America going against the clean energy stocks? Let's go a little further. Let's go a little further to it. Boom. Here's my thing right here, because we talking about money. New money, trash is cash. New money, trash is cash. Can we go big screen with this one? Can we go big screen with this one? I want them to see this. So one of my favorite companies that I always talk about is Waste Management. It is 100% a boring business. Not only is it a boring business, it is a business that often gets overlooked. Well, look at this. Waste Management just increased its dividend. It announces a $1.5 billion share buyback. What does that mean, Trap? That means that the company is going to buy back some of the shares, giving shareholder value to investors. The company is up 12% year to date. The company pays a 1.61% dividend yield. Now, watch this. It's just up there. Why? Because they just declared an annual dividend of 75 cents per share, up 7.1 cents from its previous 70 cents per share. I'm just saying it's a boring business, and every time I see these yellow and green trash cans, I think about money. Let's go a little further to it. Again, we talked about it again. No love for energy. These are energy stocks that people have been shorting. Fisker, SunPower, SunNova, Blink Charging, and STEM. These have been getting shorted all year long. Let's go a little further. All right. This one was good. I'm not gonna lie. This one was good. Bye-bye Mickey. So watch this. Netflix is raking in on ad money. As of right now, Mickey is in the lead, but Netflix is about to surpass Disney in the race for advertising dollars next year. Netflix ad money will jump by 50% to $1 billion. In 2024, while Disney is expected to post a 16% rise in revenue, bringing it to $912 million a year. Trap, why did you bring this up? Well, Netflix kind of changed the landscape when it comes to the streaming wars. Why? Because they were the first company to do what? Become profitable. And once they changed the profitability, remember, I looked at this company the same way I looked at Facebook. In the end of last year, around October, November, I said this. Everybody else was counting Netflix out. Netflix trash. They were saying Facebook trash. I was saying, anytime you get an innovative person like Reed Hastings, or anytime you get an innovative person like Mark Zuckerberg, you cannot count these people out. You cannot count them out. Why did you count them out? Well, because you said, most people said, what? Disney is doing this, and Disney is doing that. All right, yep, they were. But what people didn't realize was, and here's why when we look at these type of businesses, we got to understand something. I want y'all to understand this really good. So let's say you got a company like Netflix. All they do is create content. That's it. They buy content, they pay for content, they create content. That's all they do. That's everything. That's them. You go back and you look at a company like Disney, you say, all right, what Disney did was, Disney said, all right, we about to start streaming too. Bet. But you also got a streaming business, you got a theme park business, you got a movie business, you got rent, you got all that stuff. Mind you, Disney, your balance sheet isn't that good from jump. So what Disney decided to do is says, we're gonna take all our Disney content off all the other platforms and put it on Netflix. On our own Disney streaming. Okay, cool. Let's see how that worked for you. They had some blockbuster movies, but let's ask ourselves this question. How long are our kids gonna watch Cinderella, those Disney classics. Right? At some point, they're gonna grow old. They're gonna get older, right? They're gonna get older. And they're gonna be like, Whereas when Netflix is doing this, they're creating new content. They buying new content, they creating new content. And so then what we realized was Netflix changed the game because Netflix said, yep, Disney did surpass us in streaming members, subscribers. How much money are they making off them subscribers? Because we cash positive. We profitable. And sure enough, when they pulled the blanket back, Disney was losing $1 billion a whop from streaming. Not to mention, at the time, the goddamn theme parks was down, which was their main business. So because the main business was down and it was losing money from the streaming, guess what happened? The CEO that they just put in, they kicked him out and brought Bob Iger back. Why? Because you can't have a Disney that's going bankrupt. Disney is as American as cocaine. I don't care. Jose, can I get by with that, Jose? It's on there. Oh, Jose gonna make that a clip. Disney is as American as cocaine, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. We know it. We know. You can act like you don't know what the underlying commodity in America is. You can act like you don't understand what the underlying commodity in America is. Watch this. I'm gonna keep it real. What you think built Miami? You like that, Jose? What you think built Miami? Come on, man. What you think the gangs in what? Okay, so this one might be a little tough. I'm gonna say it, but we need protection after we say it. At some point, the mob said the alcohol ain't doing it. And the liquor ain't doing it. I'm gonna leave that where it's at. I ain't saying nothing else. The old heads was like, hey, we do numbers, we do alcohol, we do liquor. The young boy said, you feel me? Jimmy Hoffa understood something. That booger sugar. Disney is as American as cocaine, man. Where do you think Coca-Cola come from? Huh? Where you think Coca-Cola come from? What you think the key ingredient in Coke was? Oh, man. Oh. What you think? What the #1 ranked movie in the late 80s was? Why you think we love Scarface so much? It was an American Tale. Huh? What do you think? Scarface, why do you think it was an American folklore? Man, you can put Scarface in right now, everybody gonna tap in. What's your favorite scene in Scarface? There's a couple of them. One when he running through the bank with the money. One when he watching the... Come on, when he's sitting in the tub, flipping with the remote, getting... The other when he in front of the telephone with the mountains, we know. Why you think we loved Boston George? It wasn't because of the weed. It was the coke. Why you think we love Boston George, Jose? It wasn't because of the weed. Boston went to... Oh. George said, I just need one more run. He was upset that George took the last run. George, you told your daughter you was coming to pick her up. Don't do it, George. Sold George out like that, man. God flush George, man. Damn. You feel me? Disney is as American as cocaine. It's part of the American story. Moving on. You gotta love Trappin' Tuesdays, man. All right, man. Again, bye-bye Mickey. As we see it, Netflix is just running. Netflix about to go. I've said it. Don't shy away from Netflix. I said it last year. I'm not saying like I got to, shout out to my guy Ian. I don't have a crystal ball. Like my dog he be calling, he be doing this thing, he talk his talk. But for me, I just like data. Like I don't got the crystal ball and it's not a, what do you call that? Like, it's not a sarcastic thing. Like my dog, he got the crystal ball. Like he do his thing with the crystal ball. Where my pandas that I know some of y'all check us out. I just like data. And for me, data said that you can't count out a founder who's still locked into his company like that. And you can't say he's gonna be put to shame, or you can't knock him off when none of the competitors are positive. None of the people that's competing with him making money. He don't know making money. So anyway, let's go a little further, man. Now this one, I'm not gonna lie, this one took me out. I talked about this today on my Instagram. TikTok becomes the first non-gaming app to reach $10 billion in consumer pricing. Watch this. Go one more to it. Put this on the big screen so they can see it. Big screen in this one. Look at this, y'all. I want y'all to see this. This is crazy. Now, the data says the US consumer and the iOS users are in China account for majority of the money in-app spending on TikTok. Now, here's some of the things that beat TikTok out. Clash of Clans, Candy Crush. They generated $12 billion, right? TikTok generated $10 billion. And then you got Monster Strike and Island of Kings. Now watch this. The only two other apps, now these are games right here. So these games, right? These are gaming apps that's competing, that's outdoing them. Go to the next slide to it. Bruh, the only thing, make that big to on the big screen, bruh, they bring in 10 billion. The only thing close to them next is Tinder and YouTube. First of all, let's just stop and, I just need to understand, who the hell is spending money on Tinder? I didn't even know people were spending money on Tinder like that. What are you buying on Tinder? That's what I need to know. Jose, what they buying on Tinder? How? What do you mean? I know you swiping left and you swiping right? Can you boost your? They're not gonna say it. Ain't nobody gonna admit to that in there. So let me ask you a question. So are you boosting your profile pic in Tinder? Jose, are you boosting your profile pic in Tinder, dog? There you go with the bullshit. Jose, hey y'all, make this one. Don't put that, Jose. Put this. Does Jose got a Tinder? Do you believe that Jose got a Tinder? Do you believe? Type yes in the chat, because he don't want to put that. He don't want to put that that poll in the comments. I want to know. He don't want to put that. He gonna put everything but that. He gonna put everything but that. Jose, did you pay for verification in Tinder? Jose said, Jose, hey. Say, I need to know, y'all. Is Jose paying to boost his Tinder profile? Jose, I'm gonna tell you right now. Don't you have that Wallstreet looks like us now in your profile app on that fucking Jose, don't you put that Wallstreet looks like us now. One thing I can say is my dog gonna rep the brand. Don't you do that. Don't you have us out there like that, Jose. He boosting. Listen, is Jose paying for his verified account to be boosted on Tinder? I need to know. I need to know. Because you know Jose believe in being on all socials. Jose believe. I got my dog out there bad as a motherfucker. I got my dog out there bad. Hey, let's shout for Jose, man. That's my dog, bro. I'ma just say this, man. Everybody play a role on this show, but I love the way me and Jose vibe. And I'm not gonna lie, my dog be letting me just get my jokes off, and it reminds me, not in a bad way, but like the Fred Sanford and Lamont dialogue. Like Fred just be dogging Lamont, and Lamont just be like, you gonna need me though. Fred be giving Lamont the blues, and Lamont just be like, you gonna need me though. Bet. Lamont hit it with a 1-2 every now and then, and it shut Fred down. Every now and then, Jose hit me with a punchline, but he be like, you gonna need me though, dog. Shout out to my dog, Jose, man. But if we get deep into that, here's what I did learn too, though, Jose. By 2025, TikTok is estimated to reach $15 billion in spending. Now, the spending on TikTok comes from people buying. And when I made it, I heard somebody, when I made the post on Instagram, somebody say, bro, TikTok look like QVC now. They say TikTok look like QVC now. Now, it's crazy because this blew me away because I thought it would have been Facebook because they got 3.2 billion users. But we don't spend money the way that they spend money on that. So that's the thing. On Facebook and Instagram, you're buying products from maybe other people. Is that it? Yeah, like they do a lot. But TikTok they paid, I forgot who they partner with to get that interface. So you go direct to, I didn't know that until that, yeah. So I saw it, I was like, thanks. It made me go look. I was like, damn, how is it so easy to use? So that was really good, man. Let's go a little further, man. Shout out to Jose, y'all. Damn, Tootie, we forgot the goddamn recession portfolio. We got straight. Thank you, Tootie. My dog said, nigga, you tripping over here. Let's go to recession portfolio. Tootie, let's give Tootie a round of applause, man. Cause the people definitely be like, Trap, where's the recession portfolio? I'm not gonna lie, boy, that haircut is popping on there. Ooh-wee, that's that sauce, boy. Boy, I got that sauce on there, boy. That's a fresh haircut on there. Let's go a little further. All right, Tootie, let's go to recession portfolio, man. Let's look at it. All right, so as you can see, we are up 23%. Hey, Jose. Freaking, that's the wrong one, Tootie. I think I might have gave you the wrong one, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I gave you the wrong one. That might be my fault, Tootie. You had the right thing, but so I ain't gonna send it to you, but I'm gonna just say it right quick. Today, I think I sent you the wrong one. That's my fault. I think I sent you the screenshot from earlier today, Tootie. That's my fault. Total gain, you can go back to it though. Total gain in the recession portfolio is 121,000. $855, and we are up 20, and that's how I knew it was the wrong one because the percentage. We are up 24.38%. And the reason why I was that, because, bro, the S&P gunned me down, Jose. I was up on the S&P by like 9%. It gunned me down. The S&P right now is up 20%. We up 24%. My goal is to beat the S&P for the year. So I gotta watch them. They hit me with a Forrest Gump. Like, I was like, wait, how did they gun me down like that? So the S&P, so we are up, so today, just from the buy and hold portfolio, we did $4,814. And the S&P 500 is up right at 20%, and we are up 24.38%. Tootie, that was my fault. All right, let's go a little further. Yep. Let's go to the buy and hold first, Tootie. Not this one, not that one, next one. Yep, let's go right here. So, we'll look at it. You know what's holding me down? Fucking Crocs, bro. So anyway, ATRK is up 1,100. CELH 4,000. Costco, big dog, hit all-time high, 52-week high today. Eli Crocs, bruh. This really weighing me down, dog. If it wasn't for Crocs, bro, I'd be killing it. Eli Lilly, crazy. Lockheed Martin, I'm definitely selling Lockheed Martin next year. Meta, 12,000. We lost something today. Nvidia, 1,500. And these are my last two plays. This kind of was holding me down. SAIA, $18. We lost $900 a day. TPH, and everybody keep asking VRTX. That's the one we talked about a while back. It actually, this week we talked about it in Trappers Anonymous. Or was it something, but it got approved for a sickle cell drug, which is real good. And it definitely does. Chelsea, it definitely has me on an emotion roller coaster because it's really been letting me down. And I don't know, it was up like $7 grand and it just never got back on me. I don't understand what the hell is going on. Anyway, that's what we got. So let's go a little further now to it. And here's that's the wrong one, Tootie. I know for a fact that's the wrong one. Damn, did I send my dog all the wrong ones today? God damn. So, Tootie, come here right quick. Let me send this to you. I know I didn't. I think he mixed it up. I'll take the charge for it though. Let me send this to your thing. I'm gonna send it to graphic too. I send it to you. I think we mixed it up. That's my fault. You got it? Yep, that's my fault, y'all. I sent my dog the wrong one. And I think, so we're gonna talk about some things that happened today just based on the market went on a little run today, the market went on a little rally today. And that's gonna help us out moving forward with a few things. So looking at Crocs, I think I'm gonna hold on to Crocs, Jose. I think I'm gonna hold on to Crocs, and I think I'm going to let Lockheed Martin go. I think I'm gonna let probably SMCI go, and I think I'm gonna let ATRK go. I think I'm gonna let those two go, bro. And I'm gonna keep CELH, Costco, Eli Lilly, Meta, and NVIDIA, VTRX. Everything else gotta go. Everything else gotta go, bro. Everything else gotta go. And I'm gonna start that thing over again. You feel me? I think that's gonna help me. And I'm just trying to be an active portfolio manager. So nope, that ain't it, Tootie. No, it ain't. Nope. So go back to the recession portfolio. Let's make sure we get it in there. Throw the music on right quick. so he can see this, so I can make sure I get it to him. We got to make sure that people get this for real in real time, Jose. Twitter, give us a beat right quick so they can see this. I got to make sure they get this. Let's rock, Jose. All right, listen, it happens sometimes, you feel me? We good though. All right, how we feeling? All right, and this is important for you. You know why this is good, important for me, Jose? Integrity purposes. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta make sure they see this. Not from the perspective of me trying to shine, but I know every week the people wanna see my portfolio. That's one of the things we pride ourselves on each and every week. So because we pride ourselves on that each and every week, we gotta make sure that we making sure our people see what we doing. So, all right, yep, we got it together. So watch this. Boom. There we go. Today's game, $4,814. Total gain, $121,855. Up 24%, Jose. Up 24%. S&P up about 20%. So it's a hell of a fight right there, dog. All right, go a little further to it. There we go. There go my dog. That's it right there. So the Amazon play, if you're in the Patreon, this where y'all shine at. And again, the reason why we do this each and every week is because, again, Jose, like, it's important for us to make sure that we putting the right thing up. And here's another thing. And I know this would have happened. If we would have somebody would have caught that. Man, you lying. You put that up 2 weeks ago. That ain't the right one. You know what I'm saying? And so we got to make sure we put the right ones up for the people. So again, the Amazon call, they loving that. And just, I didn't do it, but let me do this too while we looking at it. I'm just super transparent with what we doing, y'all. Like, this how we rock out over here. So today was a $51,602 day, Jose. Right? And if we go, I want to show them I want to tell them the percents while we on it. All right, and if you're in my Patreon, here we go. All right, Amazon, we are up 61% on that. The AVGO play we are up 157% on that. The Google play, I'm up 1.27% on that. The second Google play was the play, watch this. This was the play I actually didn't show the Patreon because I said I was trying something new. You know what this tell me? Don't try nothing new, stupid. You feel me? Don't try no new. But I will say this, Jose, and I'm gonna keep it real. You can read the books, you can take the courses, but the only way you truly learn this game is by getting in the water. And so the only way you evolve and learn new strategies is by trying them. So I'm down 44% on that. But I will say the Patreon shouldn't be in that because I didn't even show them this until 3 weeks after I had done did it. The meta play, the first meta play, we up 26%. The second meta play, we up 16%. The first NVIDIA play, we up 59%. Right? So let's go a little further. See, Tracy said something, Trapper. Did y'all create y'all portfolio after you finished the course or jumped in? Oh, I don't know. That's somebody else. All right. And then the second half of the portfolio is the second NVIDIA play. We up 1%. The third NVIDIA play, this is the one I told him that was going to be risky. No, this is the one I told him that was going to be risky. So this one we down 5,000, and this is the one I told him was going to be risky. That one is 7,000. And then the QQQ play is in the Patreon. We up 47%. So you think about it, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 plays. And out of 11 plays, Jose, we only down on 1, 2, 3. Now, the dope part I like about it, though, is the ones that I'm really paying attention to, I'm not going to lie, is anything that expires in March. So, the March 15 NVIDIA play is the one that I'm really just concerned about. But everything else, I'm not worrying about. Now, I will say this. I'm going to go against one of my rules in one of them. So my AVGO play that's up 157%, it doesn't expire till April, but I only got 4 contracts in it. So I'm probably not gonna sell it until February. So I usually get out my plays about 60 days before, I usually get out my plays about 60 days before the expiration date because anything after 60 days, the time is against me. So because I only got 4, I'm gonna just let that run. And so whatever it does is what it does, Jose. But other than that, there we go. So that was it. That was the recession portfolio from the Patreon group and our options. What I will say about that is, if you're in the Patreon, again, I already said it, like probably I'm gonna ride December out, and so we'll jump in it, So if you're in the Patreon, you're like, Trap, where the option plays at? I'm probably not gonna put nothing in it, unless I just see something that's real sick that I won't get in. There's a real opportunity, which is what I look for. It's probably gonna be after the Kawhi Winchon. See if we can find something for that Santa Claus rally, but we still putting 2 lottery picks in every week, and I'm still answering the DMs in there, so it is what it is. Great job, man. Let's go a little further. Make sure. Y'all join the Patreon, man. Make sure you join Patreon. Make sure you join Trappers Anonymous. If you want to just get locked in. Man, join us and let's rock out. Let's print some money together. I think one of the things I love more than anything is seeing my people make money. I truly know that I'm gonna make money regardless. I text one of my partners today, matter of fact, it was DC Youngfly and my dog Chad, and I said, this stock market is my freedom ticket. And I told Fly, I said, man, I want to help you put them little girls in the right situation. I know you out here, I understand what it's like to be a father, you just want to take care of your babies. You know what I'm saying? So I said, bro, we gonna set the accounts up for the girls, and we gonna just let it run, bro. He was like, bro, I rock with that, dog. He did say shout out to Aristotle. He said Aristotle was Aristotle was teaching him some stuff. And I think the one thing about me, dog, and I'm gonna be realistic, is I don't never gotta compete with nobody. And I be giving everybody their props. You feel me? He was like, you know Aristotle? I was like, yeah, that's the young boy, man. I'm like, young boy go crazy. You know what I'm saying? I was like, young boy go crazy. I say the difference between me and young boy is he gonna day trade. He gonna scalp, he gonna day trade, he gonna do his thing. I say for me, I'm a buy and hold and I'm a leap option. So I'm a 6 month, 9 month, 12 month, 1 year, 15 month. He was like, damn, I ain't never thought about that, dog. I was like, that's just how I play the game. You know what I'm saying? I say, don't get me wrong. At the end of the day, he gonna be more active than me. But at the end of the day, we both gonna make money. And if we both making money, you know what I'm saying? I think that's always been my thing, bro. Like, I think most people want to compete for being the best trader. And I'm not saying he is or nobody is. I think for most people, it compete about being who's the best trader. When, watch this, Jose, building wealth is an individual game. What you doing for you and your family. So whether I'm the best trader, whether he the best trader, whether Terry Egion was the best trader, whether Ashley Fox is the best investor, whether Tay Sweat is the best investor, whether what's my people name with the board game? Kawhi Trades, and what's their name? Quay Trades, whether it's whoever, Ian with the futures, whether it's OG Gerald, whether it's Chris Johnson, bruh, this building wealth game is an individual game. And the only thing that I require from anybody in the game that's teaching people about building wealth is, about making money in the market is, don't be just making money off your people. Be making money so that your people can see you be making money and help your people make money. And the one thing I do know is what everybody I just named, Zay in the building too, because I be seeing Zay on Twitter. You know, Zay report his wins and his losses. I think today he said, damn, I took this L. You dig? The one thing I can say is, in that I don't gotta, like, I know what worked for me and I know how to get great at what I'm doing. The only thing I ask is that you are helping your people make money. And if you're doing that, I don't have no complaint. You don't have no complaint out of me. Don't be just making money off your people. I don't have a problem with you charging people if they're getting the result they want. So for me, the result is people saying, Trap, I got in the buy and hold, my portfolio doing this, I learned how to pick great stocks, I learned how to set up my custodial account for my kids, I learned how to help my mama invest, and then I learned the leap option game. And because I learned the leap option game from you, Trap, I done made my first $1,000 in the options. I done made my first $10,000 in the options. I done made people saying, bro, I done made more money in this game than I done made my paycheck in a week. I done made my paycheck, I done made my year's salary in a month. Trap, thank you for that. So my only thing is to everybody that's in the game, Terry Egioma, Tay Sweat, Zay in the chat, myself, Aristotle, Ian, Ashley Fox. If I forgot you, I didn't do it on purpose. Thank you for leading your people with integrity. Chris Johnson, Gerald, the OG. Thank you for leading your people with integrity, because each and every one of y'all, I know for a fact you're helping your people make money. Whether you're a Red Panda, whether you're in Honey Drip, whether you're a Trapper, whether you're in Wealth Squad, whatever you in, I forgot what Zay called his people. Thank you for leading yourself with integrity, for helping your people make money. We all do something a little bit different. Shout out to Tay Sweat with I think it's SJB, something like that. Secure the bag. The only thing I say is because we in a financial space where, man, we under so much criticism. Everybody looking to call somebody a scam. Everybody looking to say something. And ain't nothing we can do about that. No matter how many DMs I answer, no matter how many comments I answer, no matter how many emails me and my team, shout out to Elise, we go back and forth making sure people get the right thing. No matter how much of that we do, we live in a culture where people are going to call you a scam, whether it's a $7 ebook or $27, whatever it is. You can't do nothing about that. But just keep making your people money. Because the one thing I do know is, if you're making your people money, your people gonna fight for you. Because in every comment I go and somebody call, man, that's a scam, I see 10 people attacking them. You tripping. Trap changed my life. My portfolio up. My daughter did this. And then a scam person say cap. Ain't nothing we can do about that. Because they are bought in on what they bought in on. And the problem with that is they've been traumatized somewhere along the line. And we can't heal that trauma. They got to be willing to do that. So my goal is to keep getting on this show, to keep showing people to buy and hold, to keep showing people how to use the leap option game the way that I use it. How to find discounts, what stocks to go find, how to know what's the percentages we looking for. Once we understand that, and that's my goal, if I can help you get your financial freedom, if I can help you get closer to your financial goals, if I can help you believe in yourself financially, restore your belief in wealth, restore your beliefs in the possibility, encourage you to be great, inspire you to be a millionaire, inspire you to change your kid's life, inspire you to know that you can retire when you want, if I can inspire you to learn how to print money and use this machine, because there's a cost to living in America, and we let this machine pay our dues for us. And to everybody that's in the game that's teaching the people about stocks and making money and trading and investing, Mark Monroe, whoever you is, if you leading your people with integrity and you not leading them in the burning building, man, I tilt my hat to you. Because I know what it takes to make money in this market. And while we make it look easy, trust me, I understand the stress that comes with it. Trust me, I understand when people paying you $24, $74, $79, $150, you are obligated to make them money. And much as you say, this ain't financial advice, this is what I would do. In our heart, we know that those people believe in us and they're gonna do everything that we do. And we are held responsible and accountable. And so I appreciate y'all for taking on that burden, because it ain't easy being a trailblazer. It ain't easy fighting against the scam. You can make people $1,000, but the minute they lose $10, it's your fault. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for keep going. I appreciate y'all for the people that y'all making believers. Thank you for your service in this financial literacy game. And just know that Trap appreciate each and every last one of y'all. Salute to y'all for that. That was a good dedication, Jose. Shout out to the freedom fighters. You feel? All right. look at Zay saying, I'm speaking for myself. MDB is a bot. That's a fact. All right, let's go, man. Flush with a flipping, man. This is one of our favorite parts of the show, man. Let's go, man. All right, let's get into it. First and foremost, we got, nope. We're going to get with Lindy, Nike, Iron Mountain, URI, VLO. Listen, Flushing or Flipping is one of the ones that a lot of people have bought into. Jose, how do we make this a hit? We just came up with the idea, right? This is real dope. All right, so let's get into it. First, Lindy. The company is up 30% year to date. It actually has a 1.22% dividend, right? It is a gas engineering company. It designs and builds equipment that produces industrial gas. Ticker symbol LIN. Flush it or flip it, Jose? Flush it or flip it. Listen, it's a boring business, Jose. It's a boring business. How do we feel about it, Jose? What they saying? Flush it or saying flip it? I'm going with the flip it too, Jose. All right, next one, Nike. I don't got to tell y'all who Nike is. Nike, the stock is up 1% year to date. I ain't got to tell you who Nike is. It's up 1% year to date. Are we flushing it or are we flipping it? Nike, how they feel about it? They flipping Nike? Brand loyalty. I can't flush it though. I can't flush Nike. I can't flush Nike. I can't flush Nike. All right, next one. Global Life. It's up 3.59%. It's a health insurance, annuities, and investment firm wrapped in one. It's up 3.59% year to date, Jose. How we feel about that? Global Life.
It's up what? How much?
3.59%.
Who they behind?
What you mean who they behind, Jose?
What products and services they got?
I told you they are health insurance, annuities, and investment firm. They do all that wrapped in one. Health insurance, annuities, which is the people retirement, and investment firm. I'm not flipping that, Jose. I'm not flipping that, Jose. All right. Next on the thing is CB, Chubb, Jose. Now, Chubb is a good one. It's a holding company for personal and casual insurance. How you feel about it? The stock is up 3.21% year to date. How you feel about it, Jose? How they feel about it?
It's still coming.
Let's talk about Chubb. So it's not the best company. I don't really like them. I'm flushing them. I don't care. They're flushing them. All right. Next one. Listen to this, Jose. CRL is down 4.35% today. It provides research models required to research, develop new drugs, devices, and therapeutics. Now watch this. The stock is down the year to date, but in 5 years it's up 63%. So think about it. Think about it like this. A company needs to research a drug, or they need to research and develop a type of device or something like that, right? They go to this company to give them the research models so that they can do the research to develop said thing. Right? So there's a framework required to do research. If you want to come up with a product, you get the framework from them so you can do the actual research. They down year to date 4%, but they up 63% in 5 years.
People saying flush, I'm gonna flip.
I'm a flusher too. I'm with the people. I sold you. That mean I'm good. That mean I'm good, y'all. I sold Jose on it. I sold Jose on it. I sold Jose on it, y'all. I sold Jose on it. I sold Jose on it. Ooh, I got him. I got him. I got him. I think I love just like tricking Jose sometimes, y'all. That's my dog. All right, next one, Jose. That's a good one. Iron Mountain. Ticker symbol IRM. Up 32% year to date. It is a REIT. Well, not really a REIT, but it's a dividend company. It pays a 3.8% dividend yield. They are an information and storage solution. So if you look around sometimes, especially right here, they always pass. I think they got a yard right here somewhere or something. The truck said Iron Mountain. So in most cases, when you go to like an office or something, they the ones that get rid of all, like when you shred paper, they the ones pick it up. Now, you might think, well, Trap, people don't shred paper no more. But guess what? They switched over because they created a digital department. Iron Mountain, Jose, how you feel? Flush it or flip it? I like it. Damn, I sold it. One thing I can do is sell Jose. I can sell Jose. I can sell Jose. Damn, I forgot to say something for Jose too. We were talking about Netflix. I was supposed to say a Netflix stock a week, keep you off the street. Oh, they said it? I don't know where that man get that from. That man said Netflix stock a week, keep you off the street. Man, get rid of Jose, man. All right, next one, UDR. Jose, the stock is down 9% year to date, but it pays a 4.6% dividend yield. It's a REIT that operates through acquiring, renovating, developing, redeveloping, and disposing and merging of multifamilies. Say it again. They own, operate, acquire, renovate, develop, redevelop, and dispose of, and mergers of multifamilies, Jose. Now, it's a REIT. So when you're buying it, you're not buying it for the stock price to go up or down. You're probably buying it for the dividend by itself. It pays a 4.69% dividend. Jose, are you flushing it or are you flipping it? We flushing it, Jose. All right. I was trying to sell it. Y'all saving him. Y'all saving him. He looking at y'all. Y'all saving him. Let me do what I'm trying to sell water to a whale, salt to a snail. Y'all saving him. All right. The next one, Jose, is HST. Now, it's a REIT that manages luxury and upscale hotels. It's up 15% year to date, and it pays a 3.10% dividend yield. Luxury and upscale, Jose. Think of luxury and upscale. Think of luxury and upscale, Jose. Think about when you go somewhere. You think Wyndham is luxury upscale?
I said, what I said?
You said the Wyndham, Jose.
Yeah, you did. Well, Wyndham is kind of, don't do it. Don't make me.
Oh, shit. We know who Jose dating. You ain't say that. You didn't say Red Roof Inn.
Right.
All right, so let me get it. So what do you think, Jose? They pay a 3.10% dividend yield. They pay it's up 15% year to date. It manages luxury and upscale hotels, Jose. It's a REIT. How do you feel about it, Jose? You gonna flip it? I ain't mad at it. You rocking with the trappers in the chat? All right, our next one is United Rentals. Y'all already know they up 42% year to date. If you'd have been on me, I've been owning it since the pandemic. It was $100. $100. Now look at it. All right. United Rentals. So it is a construction company. I see you, Tony. Jose taking the people off Tinder to the window. Jose taking the people off the Tinder to the Wyndham, y'all. Yeah. Who said that? Be on Tinder. Be on Tinder. B. Don't you be on Tinder with that Wall Street look like us now sweatshirt on, bro. That's why I be juice fasting so much. I figured I figured out. B, you know what B did? B got slim so his Tinder profile pic could be spicy. We figured you out, B. I paid attention to the clues, B. I wonder why B been juice fasting for 3 months. That's why B been juice fasting for 3 months. So his Tinder profile pic could be slender. Slender? Hold He said slender on tender. Jose, that was a banger. He said be slender on tender. Oh, man. Damn, B.
Dog. Let me out.
B, get out the car. Get out the car. Get out the car. B, get out the car, man. All right, let's go, man. United Rentals. So when you think about United Rentals, when you think about like a construction site, when you think about the lifts and the scissor lifts and the man lifts that people move around with to get in those hard to reach places, United Rentals is the company that rents those out. For the pandemic, 2020, I said, this is a great company, y'all. People said, ain't no construction going on. I said, all right, bet. It ain't stopped running since. It ain't stopped running since. This and Chipotle was my favorite picks during the pandemic. This what happened. I don't care what they say. All right, last but not least, we got VLTO. It is an environmental solutions company. It's down almost 10% year to date. So anything's come. So we talking about the cows and all that. They the ones who want to measure the air and they want to do all the stuff that's necessary for the environment. VLTO, down 10% year to date. Talk to me how we feel about them. Yup, portable toilets. How we feel about them? VLTO? You in the squad. Y'all down the drain. All right, man, let's end it for flushing and flipping, man. Let's go, y'all. Hey, we ain't get no outro, dog? All right, let's get into it, man. So, let's get into our 1-800-TRAPPER hotline. Let's go, man. If you in a Patreon, if you in a Triple Beam, Master the Triple Beam, this is your time to ask me a question live. Let's go, man.
Trap, what it do, homie? It's your boy, Got the CEO. I know y'all tired of seeing me, but I got another one for you, bro. So ironically, I was going through my trader journal and episode 41, the noise of uncertainty, you spoke on ExxonMobil, which I'm currently established in a nice size position in ExxonMobil, and just wanted to see what you thought and, you know, how you would kind of pilot yourself through this situation. So you were mentioning that they had too much cash, free cash. They were increasing their dividend at that time and paying down their debt and expected to be net positive by 2024. Now they have recently acquired PXD. So I know they used some of that cash to acquire another company and, expand their footprint in oil and gas. And they're also transitioning their focus over to lithium for the EVs. So with their PE being pretty low, so their price pretty cheap, and their PEG ratio is low as well, I'm trying to see how I should maneuver because crude oil is punishing the oil and gas industry and the oil and gas stocks right now. And I'm definitely down to hold out, especially on December 6th, they just increased their buyback. So they got a lot of positive catalysts that's saying they should push higher. I'm only down 4% on the position, well over 100 shares. But in that situation, how would you handle that? How would you pilot yourself through that? And have you been in a situation like that with that stock? Because I know you do trade oil and gas. I know it's usually like XLE, I think. But yeah, just let me know what you got, man. It feels good to be finding my own trader identity, bro. That's why I'm constantly tagging you and letting you know, hey, bro, I'm doing this. I know sometimes they small games, but bro, it feels good to be finding my own way, man. Salute you, bro. Appreciate you, homie.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to the family, man. He right. And listen, those wins, I love them, brother. I love them. Small wins. I don't care the size of the win, as long as it's a win. I don't be caring about it. So if I got it right, we're looking at ExxonMobil with a lot of cash. They do have a lot of cash. They did increase the dividend. They were paying down debt. They just acquired PhD. They definitely evolved into the EV. The PEG ratio is low, which means that price to earnings growth, that's low. Then they did increase the buyback. So we think about this, when we think about a company like Exxon, it is, so let's think about it like this, right? Let's think about it like this. The thing about companies like Exxon and Chevron, so I like to look at the history of those companies. Shout out to you for having 100 shares. Let's shout out to that. That was my first milestone. When we look at those companies, I look at them from this perspective. So if we go past 2020, if you go back, they had about 3 or 4 that was negative. And these type of companies, all companies, energy companies like this, they'll go in cycles. And as they go in cycles, remember last year, 2020, 2021, 2022, energy led the market outside of tech. This year, it kind of went down a little bit, right? They didn't lead the market. What I'll say is, it is a well-established company. I wouldn't buy Exxon for growth. I would be buying Exxon for dividends, if that's your idea. So the first thing you did is ask yourself, why did I buy it? Am I buying it for growth? Well, if you bought it for growth, you bought it for the wrong reason, right? If you bought it for dividends, then that's a reason to be there because the dividend is strong. Exxon will consistently do buybacks. Exxon will consistently increase the dividend. And so what I would tell you is every time there's an opportunity to pull back on that, the next thing I would do is say, all right, I bought 100 shares. My next goal is to have 200 shares, right? You know they're going to keep doing what? They just increased that buyback. So you know they're going to buy back more shares again, which is going to give you what? Shareholder value, which is what you love. The retained earnings probably growing as well. So I don't think it's a bad buy. You only down 4%. You can expect that in a company like Chevron, any type of gas, energy company like that. You can expect to be down 4% at times. You can expect to be down 8% at times. The goal for you is to find great buying opportunities to buy back, to decrease your cost basis to mitigate that. The dividend is going to help you lead the way with that stock because they're going to keep doing what? Increasing that. You do want to pay attention to that PEG ratio. That's going to mean a lot to you. But I'm not mad at you owning ExxonMobil. I'm not mad at you wanting it to be a great position. What I will say is if it is in a dividend portfolio, you can actually you can put better dividends in front of it, but I'm not mad at you for buying it, but I wouldn't buy ExxonMobil for returns. I would buy it because it is what Peter Lynch would call a stalwart company. It's going to move slow, but the dividend as a buyback is going to always keep you in the game. That's my take on that. Good stuff, bro. Good stuff, brother. All right, let's go a little further. Next question.
Hey, what's up, man? I just want to say thanks for reaching out to me. Also, my question is it a time frame I should give my options contract to reach break even or past the break even point? You know, because I'm just wondering, should I keep trying because it didn't went up? Or does it matter how much time I have in it? Like, it's for January 19th, so I still have a few more weeks in it. Maybe like I say about a month and a little over a week left in it. I could stay in it. So, well, what do you think I should do in this scenario? But just for future scenarios, is it a time frame? Should I give my options contract time to break even or don't break even? If it doesn't go up, should I just keep watching it go up and down in a certain amount of time frame? If it doesn't hit that break even point and it doesn't go up or doesn't go down, should I just call it quits or just see it through?
Man, don't make me look at that goddamn ceiling no more, man. Don't make me look at that goddamn ceiling no more, man. Nah, we good, brother. I would say this. Break even for the way that we do options is not as important as it is to a day trader. Again, when we talk about Aristotle, we talk about, people that day trade, the break even means so much to them because it's a configuration that they put into all of their plays. Where's my break even? Where's my support resistance? They gonna identify what pattern they in. That's important for them. For me as the way that we play options, it's not as important. But what I will say to you is, if you down on it and you about 4 weeks out, for me, I'm cutting that. And the reason why is because any other loss anything that adds to that loss in that 4 to 6 week time frame is hard for me to shake back from. I need either something sweet to be in there to help me. I gotta have some great news to help me, cause now with 4 weeks left, you fighting time. You in a day trading pattern now. You in a day trading. I don't even want to say pattern. You in a day trading mentality at this point. Now you fighting against time. Now anything that go wrong is 100% against you. And now you would need something crazy to happen or something really good to happen to help you get out of that bad situation. So for me, at 60 days, and I talked about it earlier, at 60 days, I need to, once I'm 60 days close to expiration, if I'm still in it, I'm making a decision in that moment. If I'm up a lot, I can trim my position and see whatever I'm gonna do. If I'm down, I'm gonna just take that L and go about my business. Because I'm 60 days in. I definitely don't wanna go 30 days into it. What I will do is I'll cut the loss, and if I like it, I just get in a better position and stretch it out a little longer. Or roll that play down, stretch it out longer. I'm not gonna be in that play with 30 days left on it, expecting something, because hope not a strategy. So I definitely wouldn't want that. For me, break even is not something I'm really too much into what we doing, but I definitely wouldn't be 30 days in on it if I'm down on it. That's just me, because now you hoping for something to go right, and that means your data ain't put you in the right position. And I'm always let my data put me in the right position. So I hope I help you out with that one, King. And if you do gotta take an L on it, man, listen, take that L and we go back to it another day. Or if you like it that much and you did the right research on it, see what went wrong, make the adjustment and stretch it out and get in the position again and go longer, but have your time frames impact on why you going longer, right? Don't just get in it because it done took money from you and now you want to get your money back. Now you're trying to revenge trade, you're going to lose some more money. But if you like it, and I'll give you a prime example, I did it with the AVGO play. It wasn't working in my favor. I cut my loss and then got back into it. And now we up, you know what I'm saying? So you got to be willing to do those type of things, man. So that's my reply to that. That was definitely a great question. It wasn't a dumb question either. Definitely a great question because a lot of people will do that. And I think the explanation probably helps some people out on the journey. So good question, family. We'll salute to that. All right, let's go a little further.
Good afternoon. Blessings to the Trap. This is Mitch calling in from Houston, Texas. I got a question for you, Trap. How much time do you feel we should spend digging into the news about a company that's on our watch list? I'm looking at, some buy and hold plays or some options, some long-term options plays, but trying to determine, what type of news should I be looking at to determine the impact on if I'm going to continue to wait to enter or going to go ahead and execute on an options play or a buy and hold play. Thank you.
H-Town in the building. I'm from New Orleans, so H-Town right across the street. I rock with y'all for sure. H-Town showed up for the tour too, bro. And when we was outside, they showed up for that. So shout out to H-Town for that. I like to navigate this in a few different ways, Jose, right? First, I think we should not overlook the news, but I think before we let the news make us decide if we make the play or not, I think we should go back and say, what did the research about it tell us, right? So first, I'm looking at what are the strong points that the data told me from the annual report. What did the data tell me about any acquisitions? What did the data tell me about the debt? What did the data tell me about the price performance? What did the data tell me about any acquisitions they've made done? Why am I here is the first thing. Why am I thinking about buying this company? Why am I thinking about trading this company? Also, before I trade the company, I'm gonna ask myself, would I mind owning this company in the long term, right? So for me, that's one of my rules for sure. I don't trade nothing I wouldn't own, right? Second, I think the news is a bit important. And the reason why I say I think the news is a bit important is because of this, Jose. I was in the AVGO play, right? One of the reasons why I was excited about that play was because I knew they were tied up in the VMware deal. And the deal was supposed to end in October. But then it got stretched out to November due to some negotiations. But I knew if that deal went through, it was gonna add on to at least some of the upside of the trade. I already owned the company for a long time. Shout out to one of my lieutenants in Trappin, Jabari. Every time something go right or wrong with AVGO, he texts me about it. But I think there is a little bit of news that has to go in that you have to take account for when making a play. Because news will drive a stock, right? Think about it. AI drove NVIDIA over the last 6 months, right? AI drove it. Think about it. News drove Facebook down a year ago. Why? What was it? The news about Apple and the iOS. People didn't know, but the news drove it down. Again, today, Google losing a lawsuit to Epic Games. What did it do? It drove Google down 1%. So I don't think you should necessarily base the trade or the buy and hold around the news, but I will say don't disregard the news. But I think your data should be the first inclination of why you buying and why you trading it. I think you need to have enough data in place before you make the trade, and then use the news as the cherry on the top, right? Because even the prime example, streaming companies wasn't doing that good. They was all right, but because the news is out about a strike, they did horrible for 3 months in a row. Car companies didn't do good at all, but because the news is out about a strike, they did even worse than what they were supposed to do. So I don't disregard the news, but I don't live on it. It's finding that balance on how the news can help or hurt you in the trade or buy and hold. So, but I will say this, let me say this further to dig deeper in that. If you go and buy and hold, bad news can present an amazing buying opportunity for you if you go and buy and hold. So I think that is my answer to that, family. We got one more, Jose? Let's go with it.
Yo, Trap, I got a question for you. In each of your 5 portfolios, how often do you assess the companies in your portfolios? Does it depend on the portfolio? Thanks, Trap.
Hey, my dog hit us with the... My dog come with the, what we doing? My boy come with the Milli Vanilli shuffle on us and that, push it. Shout out to Miguel, man. I love him. Miguel gonna give us the pool at the lifeguard. Okay. The Walmart at the brink, when the lady, when he was at brink, Miguel be in the parking lot. Miguel be everywhere. I like Miguel, man. My boy got the inch. My boy, challenge. As soon as I saw the slide, and I knew it was him. And he in college. So, Miguel asked a great question. At least once a year, I'm rebalancing just from the perspective of the market changes consistently. And some of the things that may drive your portfolio may be different. If we're thinking about my dividend portfolio that I got to start, and I'm even going. Let's think about my growth portfolio, right? If I'm seeing that maybe tech is like last year, I bought more of tech last year, but I had other stuff driving the portfolio. My Roth IRA, I think Berkshire Hathaway and Boeing is driving that portfolio. I'm always looking for a way to find balance in it, because I'm always looking to find great opportunities to buy the companies that I love. But the recession portfolio is the only portfolio where I'm getting out of companies, unless the story changes in a drastic way. Other than that, I'm not looking to get out of them. I'm just looking to enhance my position in them. So I hope that kind of helps you, Miguel. But that was a great question. But every portfolio that you do have, you should have an identity for it, and you should have your top three in which you think gonna drive it. But there are scenarios due to seasonality or whatever the market may reward, you find ways to maneuver around that. What I will say is, don't imprison yourself as an investor and saying, I'm a value investor, I'm a growth investor, I'm a dividend investor, I'm that. You're an investor always seeking the best returns from the market. Never, never, never box yourself into saying, I'm a value investor, or I'm a dividend investor, or I'm a growth investor, or I'm a PE ratio investor, or whatever, because models change, investor philosophies must adapt. So more than anything, you're an investor that's seeking returns in the market. I hope I helped y'all out with that, man. So let's get it, man. All right, man, listen, tonight's show was definitely a great show, man. I love every week we get to come here and put ourselves in proper position to take advantage of everything that's going on in this game. The goal for each and every one of us should be freedom. And these companies in this game are our ammunition to fight that war. But always remember that you're one generation away from being back to where you started. So how long and how deep can you position yourself and your family? How much ammunition do you give your family? As the person at the forefront, as the person who said, I am the architect of my family's last name, as the person who said that my family will eat for a lifetime based on the information I apply today, as the person that said that I am a first generation millionaire, as the person who made that declaration, this game, this war requires you to be at your best. There's an inadequacy in freedom. There's an inadequacy in wealth. There's a wealth gap. Yep, we can identify all those things. But does that discourage you? It shouldn't. Somebody DM'd me today and said, Trap, I don't think this game is for me. And I said, why not? He said, man, every time I build my portfolio up, something happens. He said, the car, the bills, I got laid off, and I had to sell my whole portfolio. I had to sell my whole portfolio just to stay afloat. And my response to him was simple. Do you fight or do you lay down? Do you quit or do you tie your bootstraps up and say, I'm gonna prevail? And I'd like to bring us all the way back to something I talked about a while ago, this amazing example that I gave. In the 15th round, Frazier and Ali was tied. Whoa out. But one got up. It was just in his heart to be a champion. And I'm not taking nothing away from Joe Frazier, but Joe Frazier went to his grave saying, the one thing I regret in my life was not standing up for round 15. All right. Bet. You lost it. You got to start over. Bet. Won't be the first. Won't be the last. But do you persevere? There's nothing that can ever discourage me from not just playing this game, but attacking life. And I'm talking about attacking life with a relentlessness, with a fearlessness that I can't do nothing but conquer. I always laugh when people say failure is not an option because I know they're not being realistic with themselves. Failure is always an option. But failure don't gotta be final. I think that's what separates the goods from the greats. Because every team that goes out on a football field probably goes out to win. Most fighters get into a boxing ring, definitely gets into that ring to fight. And while we all know that losing that fight is definitely a reality, there are key moments in that fight where you just see one fighter just separate itself from the other fighter. Sometimes it's in the earlier rounds. Sometimes it's in the middle of the round. Sometimes it's in the later round. But there's always a significant moment where one fighter declares his dominance. So I ask you, at what moment in life do you declare your dominance? At what moment in life will you say, it's nothing that this world can throw at me that will discourage me, that will make me not realize how beautiful of an opportunity that I have? I love that about Joseph. Brother threw him in the well. He was a prisoner. And not one moment did he say, I hate this life. So when he became the second richest man in Egypt, the second most powerful man in Egypt, he already knew it was his destiny to be there. We can't let distractions discourage us. We gotta have discipline. We gotta have willpower. But most importantly, y'all, we gotta believe. And belief is always tied to emotion. So what belief gives you the emotion needed to keep moving forward? What belief gives you the emotion needed to keep moving forward? What belief gives you the emotion to keep moving forward? Because to win this game, you gotta move forward. And that, my people, is the cost of America. It's your boy, the Wall Street Trappin, man. Thank y'all for another phenomenal episode. Thank y'all for tapping in each and every night. Zay, I appreciate you. I salute you. Listen, man, each and every Thursday, Jose drops an episode of Trappin Tuesdays on all podcast platforms. do us a favor and please go check that out, man. We putting so much energy and information into what we doing. We want to serve y'all at a high level, man. That's our goal. That's our opportunity, is just to serve y'all at the highest level possible. So do us that favor, man, by going download each and every episode you can. Put it on automatic downloads. Also, man, we have 79.2 subscribers. Thank y'all, each and every one of y'all. Do us a favor, man. Subscribe, make sure y'all get the lights up. That's how the channel get going. We got some new content coming out in 2024, whether it's called 1-800-TRAPPER Hotline, Trapper's Dividend. We got some things coming for y'all to let y'all know we evolving and winning, man. We love y'all. And from myself and everybody tonight, man, y'all, good night. Y'all help build y'all legacy and go print you some money tomorrow, man. Salute.